So we made it. We're 10 weeks in. We had a 10-week contest with AutoTech's Got Talent. And lo and behold, One Auction View held off all the contenders over 10 weeks to maintain the first spot from week 1 all the way through to week 10. Who would have known? So we've got a winner. You know, One Auction View is the centralized auction platform. And with me today, I've got Andrew Iorgulescu, who is very kind in being one of our judges. So Andrew, how are you doing?
Doing great. How about you, Steve?
I'm awesome. It's good to be here with you and do a quick debrief on AutoTech's Got Talent. So One Auction View, it was a very interesting business. You had a chance to sit through the pitch and ask you questions of Sky Hallman, the founder. Why was One Auction View so appealing to you?
I mean, to tell you the truth, Steve, I'm not surprised that Sky was able to hold on and One Auction View was able to hold on. I mean, the business itself, there is a necessity for the business that Sky is presenting, One Auction View. Today, every day you read about it in our trade publications. There's new auction sites popping up everywhere. And I remember when we were running Open Lane, we always talked about the battle for the eyeballs, right? And who has the eyeballs? You see it in other industries. You see kayak in the travel industry where you can, and I use kayak extensively. I go and look for flights on kayak, and then once I find the flight that I want, I go to the airline and I buy the flight directly on the airline. So there is a necessity for this tool. So it did not surprise me that One Auction View was able to hold on.
Cool. So let's take a step back, and now that the show's over, you hopefully had a chance to actually watch yourself on film and watch all the episodes, and then see sort of the voting online as well. So what are your thoughts just in general about AutoTech Got Talent, what worked, et cetera, the contestants and the pitches?
Well, for me, first off, I really enjoyed the process. As you know, I'm kind of a diehard entrepreneur, so anytime I have an opportunity to sit and listen to other entrepreneurs present their pitches, it's just a really enjoyable experience for me. So I thought it was a great format. I thought it was a great opportunity for people in the LinkedIn community and in your community to see some of the businesses that you're seeing every day, and really, kind of modeling it after a lot of what we see today on television. When you're seeing Shark Tank or these shows like that, I thought it was a great format and a great opportunity for everyone to see just really the depth of talent, entrepreneurial talent that there is in the automotive industry.
Cool, good. So let's talk about your personal experience now with the show. So what were some of the more winning characteristics you saw evident in some of the pitches, and maybe some of the ones where you gave it a lower score? I mean, without naming names, what were some winning characteristics versus some of the ones where that gave you a little bit more concern or pause?
Well, I mean, without naming names, there were clearly, for me anyway, a few that were really addressing some niches in the market, right? Where there was just an opportunity, and you could see it when you kind of saw the business. If they could get what we talk about in the entrepreneurial world, if they could find a catalyst just to get that business going, you could see that they would have staying power. So that was really what I was looking for, were businesses that were finding kind of that niche. And then, one of the things that's nice about those businesses, once they find a niche, if you can help them, get them over the hump, just give them one catalyst to get that business going. A lot of times that's the snowball effect that helps that business, gets the ball rolling downhill.
Cool. Any fun or memorable moments from the show that were particularly stuck out for you?
It's funny. I mean, one of the ones that was memorable for me was One Auction View, the presentation from One Auction View. And that's mainly because it was just so near and dear to my heart, having been a founder of Open Lane. This, one of the kind of first online auctions, this was just a business that was really near and dear to my heart, because it was something that we discussed endlessly in our own executive management teams at Open Lane because of this dividing of eyeballs. So I thought One Auction View was a really interesting story. I look forward to seeing where One Auction View goes going forward, because the truth is, it is a very competitive industry. We're all chasing eyeballs. The business is going to change. It's not always going to be like it is today, where you could sell literally anything. And so I'm looking forward to seeing kind of what happens, not just with One Auction View, but really in the wholesale industry here over the next 12 to 18 months.
Very cool. You and I both, for sure. So two-part question. So thinking about future episodes or future seasons of AutoTech's Got Talent, advice that you would either give future contestants who are pitching or future judges that you might be judging with in the future.
Interesting. Okay. So future contestants, the advice that I would give future contestants would really be to, drive home the point quickly. It is difficult in a 5-minute pitch to really explain your business. And so understanding what is the critical, kind of elevator pitch that you have, what is it that really hooks the audience, and practicing that so that you can really get it out in less than 5 minutes. It is, if you've never done it before, it is an incredibly difficult thing to do. So I would, first off, kudos to the contestants, because it is a lot. I've done it many times in my life, and it's a lot harder than you think. And so, if you've never done it, you should try it, because it's not easy. And as far as future judges are concerned, my advice to them would be, if Steve Greenfield calls you and asks you to be a judge on AutoTech Got, you should do it. It was a wonderful experience. It was enlightening. I learned a lot about a number of different businesses. It was nice to also hear kind of the perspective of the other judges and hear the questions that they were asking. So I wasn't just learning from the entrepreneurs. I was also able to learn from you and from Hal and from Kelly as well. And so my advice to other judges would be, if Steve calls and asks you to be a judge, do it. It's a great experience.
Cool. You're far too kind, but we greatly appreciate it. It was a lot of time on your side, so we appreciate the dedication and time you devoted to this. But one last question, just, is there anything that we missed or anything else you'd like to add about AutoTech's Got Talent, the industry in general, entrepreneurship, our contestants?
I think just echoing the fact that it was an incredible experience, and the fact that I hope that I can participate in these things in the future. And if there's anything I can do to help AutoTech's Got Talent, I'm here to help. Or frankly, entrepreneurs in your community, if they need help, that's what you and I love to do. We like to help entrepreneurs.
Cool. Well, Andrew, thank you very much for your participation, and audience, thank you very much for tuning into AutoTech's Got Talent, and we look forward to celebrating One Auction View's win.
Thank you, and I appreciate the invitation, Steve. It was a pleasure.